General equation of a straight line, y equals mx plus c. Now this question has come in quite late on the test it was on, so it's probably aiming towards a grade B, but the standard equation, y equals mx plus c, is based on level 7 grade C work. So the first part, line L is drawn, work out the gradient of L. Okay, now the way I work out, or teach people to work out the gradient, is to always think about how far you go down for every one you go across. If I'm going to cross one, so I pick a point that's nice and clear like this 4, and I'm going to go across 1 on the scale here, so that's to here, which is 5. How far down do I come when going across 1 to 5? So there's 5. I'm coming down here, so it's quite tricky to tell on that scale. It's not easy. It looks like it's about a half of that square there, that's -1, so it's probably about a half. But if we go across 2 to 6, we can clearly see we're coming down 1. So we're going to cross 2, down 1. So when we go across 1, we go down a half. So for every 1 across, we're going a half down. So the gradient is a half, but because we're going down, the line is down to the right, that's a negative gradient. Lines that go up to the right are positive, ones that come down are negative with regards to gradients. So we work out how far up or down it goes for every 1 across. So if we're going to cross 2 and down 1, we divide 1 by 2, and then we decide on its sign by just looking at which direction it's pointing. So this is minus a half because it's going down. Now you could go into things to do with coordinates like y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, all this sort of thing. But I prefer a much more intuitive thing to understand that gradients are about how far up or down you go for every 1 across. Another line, line M, is parallel to line L and passes through the point 6, 2. So it goes through 6, 2 through here, and it's parallel. So it's at the same angle to M. Find the equation for line M. Well, if it's parallel, it has the same gradient. So it's going to be y equals a half of x. So because that's the gradient for this line, the equation of this line is, and just put it in, y equals a half of x minus a half x, because the gradient is minus a half, and it goes through the number 2 when x is 0, so it's plus 2. The equation for M would be 1, 2, 3 higher, 1, 2, 3. So it's going to go through 5. So it's going to be y equals minus a half x plus 5. Always this point here tells you what the number on its own is. The steepness of the line tells you what value goes in front of the x, the gradient. Okay, so there you have the answer.